and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat. I do Disney related content every week. So I love doing swaps. I love doing crafts, and I love the Dollar Tree. So I thought, why not combine all three? And that's what I did. I contacted some of my amazingly awesome crafting extraordinaire YouTube friends, and we got together to bring you this Dollar Tree swap craft. So basically what we had to do was go to our Dollar Tree. I think we had a limit of $10. It might have been a little bit more, but you go around and I gave each person a theme for their person. So for instance, the person that I had, the theme was attractions. And I walked around and I looked at all the things, and someone had recently made me ears out of a bag. And I saw a bag and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I know what I want to do. So you're gonna have to watch her video to see what I sent her and what she made. The person who had me is Sariea from Sariea DIY. She is so talented. Like, I was really nervous because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna expect me to do like the Taj Mahal out of paper plates, and I would do it for her. I would totally make the Taj Mahal for you. But let's see what is inside and what I need to make. Okay, so got some Cinderella stickers. I love that. She made a card. It says it's the Dollar Tree on it. That is perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a hint? That looks like what is that place called? It looks like Pandora. Oh my gosh. Okay. It says, Kat, thank you so much for inviting me to join in such a fun collab. I love this craft swap idea, that is hard to say, and had so much fun choosing what materials to send you. You will need a hot glue gun, so please be careful. They know me too well. I am sure it will come out beautiful as Pandora. Yay, it was right. Okay, this is so exciting. So I'm gonna make something out of these materials. The theme is Pandora from Animal Kingdom. Oh, I like her paper. Very nice. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, let me show you guys what I am seeing. Look at all this stuff. Now, we could also use materials that we have, like glue guns, stuff like that we needed to, you know, actually craft with. So, oh, I got some beautiful flowers. Oh, I'm loving these colors. These are absolutely stunning. Love it. Oh, and the yellow. Oh, okay. I'm getting ideas. Ideas are percolating. Okay, and I got some bags of moss. Definitely having more ideas. Okay, I'm thinking, can I do floating mountains? I think I might have some materials here that I can do that with. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, and look at these. Oh my gosh, like the little like cattails. Oh, okay. And I'm making a reef. Yes. All right. I am so excited. I love making reefs. And this says, okay, I didn't get this from the Dollar Tree, but they do sell them. And she already had these. That's awesome. If you already had them, not a problem. Oh, they're lights. Okay. All right. So stay tuned to see what I do with all these materials. I'm going to be adding some pieces that I found in my craft bin. I have some gold ribbon. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. And I also have these foam pieces, which I think I'm going to attempt to make as the platforms of the floating islands or the floating rock. The first thing that I want to do is place my ribbon on so that I'm covering up the green and it gives me a good background. All right, I have my ribbon on. I did have to use 2 different types of ribbon because it was just the end of the roll, which is fine because this is saving money and using what you have, and this is what I had. So I'm actually going to be using this as the bottom part that's more exposed because it is smaller and more tightly together, so it just looks better. I'm going to add my lights next. The reason I want to do that is because I want to have a good placement for this. And you always want to make sure that you have the opening facing out so that you can get to it and change the batteries. Some people like to put this on last, but I find it easier to figure out where the lights are and where to put the flowers if I do them first. Now I'm going to glue the back to the top of this because I'm going to have most of my flowers up here. So we'll be able to hide the box. And then I'm going to kind of have it cascading down and leave this a little more empty because I want to use these as my floating mountains kind of in the center. I took some scrap silver ribbon and I glued it on to my styrofoam platform. Woohoo! I think it worked. Okay, so I have my hanging parts. I'm going to add moss to it and keep adding. Okay, we have our hanging, floating island rocks with the moss. I used one whole bag, and I have some kind of hanging off at the bottom. It's starting to look really cool. And I'm going to take these yellow flowers and stick them into the floating islands. Okay, so I used the flower petals from the irises and folded them in half and cut them into a shape I wanted to actually kind of make those glowing flower orbs that you see in Pandora, and I think it turned out pretty cool. From the other flower, I took off this plastic part and used it for the hangings. So it gives it a little more definition. So the lilac flowers I pulled apart and I put on the top. Now I am taking these hydrangeas, took them apart, and I'm gluing the long stems to the little parts so it's going to make a cascade. Ooh. So here you have the final product. I think it turned out really beautifully. It's Disney but subtle. I then decided to turn it around and put the floating islands on the opposite side. And here's what it looks like with the lights. Make sure you watch all the videos and have a wonderful weekend.